I'm looking at the wrong place. I'm so nervous. I haven't filmed a YouTube video in so long. Oh my god. Woo! First video of 2020. We out here slaying goals. So if you're here to find out how to heal from a toxic relationship, well then, stay tuned, because that is what we're going to talk about today. I'm gonna give you some tips, what I have been doing, and let's you know what? Let's just get this party started. Roll intro. Now, if you just stumbled on this video, let's take a second so that I can introduce myself. My name is Yoana, and I film videos all about health, wellness, you know, lifestyle vlogs, body, mind, spirit, anything to do with living your best life, being the healthiest possible version of yourself. I just heard someone in my hallway. Being the healthiest version of yourself, then that's what this YouTube channel / IGTV page is all about. So make sure you hit subscribe or follow. Okay, let's get going. Let's get going. I dedicate this video to anybody who's ever been in a toxic relationship or a toxic situation. It doesn't have to be with a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Toxic relationships are all around us. They don't have to just be with your significant other. So if you're healing from that, if you've gone through that, if you're going through that, I feel you. I just got out of, not just, I would say it's been almost 4 months. I got out of a really toxic relationship. The whole point of this video is to help you guys who are dealing with that situation on how to heal from it and what I've been doing for me. Now, in saying all this, I'm not an expert, okay? I'm not a psychologist. This is just what has been working for me. I'm becoming like a new person that I never thought I would become. Tip number 1. Uno. The first thing I would say to anybody who's coming out of a toxic situation or ending a toxic relationship or is currently in it is be kind to yourself. I think for me, and I think for a lot of people who've gone through toxic situations, when you come out of it, you get really angry with yourself, and you get angry that you put yourself in the situation because you would think, oh, I'm smarter than this. Why would I allow this to happen to me? It's another form of addiction. Toxic relationships affect your brain in the same chemical way as drugs and alcohol. So it is totally a cycle. It's a cycle of addiction, and it takes time to get out of a situation like that. And that's what a lot of people don't realize looking out in. Please be kind to yourself. It's okay. We all make mistakes. It happens to all of us. I don't think there's anybody on this earth who can say that they've had a perfect relationship with everyone in their life. Like, that's, be kind to yourself. Cannot stress this enough. Tip number 2. You can't change or help someone who doesn't want to be helped. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, but girl, I know this already, like duh. I think a lot of people know this, but they don't actually implement this into their life. Unless someone genuinely wants the help and wants to change and wants to deal with their own inner battle that they're having, you can't help them. Like, it's not gonna happen. If anything, you're just enabling bad behavior or for them treating people the way they are. Like, if you continue to stay in that cycle, it's the reality. It freaking sucks. You have to learn to love them and let go. Tip number 3. Do more of what you love or are passionate about. Most people who find themselves in these toxic situations, they tend to give and never receive fully. That's why it's a toxic situation, sadly, right? And when you're so busy investing your energy in somebody else, how are you able to invest it in yourself? I'll stop doing the things that I love to do that set my soul on fire because I'm trying to invest, once again, like the second tip, trying to help them so much. But at the end of the day, guys, like I said in tip number 2, you can't help somebody who doesn't want to be helped. So what can you do is you can help yourself. Go do more of what you love to do. If you like to do art, go do art. If you want to dance, go take a dance class. If you want to go for wine and cheese, go for some wine and cheese, girl. Go do what sets your soul on fire. Take care of you, boo-boo. Tip number 4, seek professional help. There is nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with asking for help. A lot of things that happen in your adult life all goes back to childhood trauma and trying to fix certain cycles or repeat certain cycles without realizing. And I realized that it was time for me to stop my bullshit and get help. I now see a therapist on a weekly basis. Every Friday, I go, we talk, I bawl my eyes out, I stay by myself for 1 or 2 hours. Yes, it's fucking hard. Yes, it brings up a lot of emotions. But the weight that I feel that has been lifted, as hard as it is to open up to somebody, that a stranger that you don't know, once you do, understand yourself better, and somebody who can just, there's no judgment, there's no, it's a safe place. It's an amazing feeling, guys. So if therapy is not for you, there's other things you can do. CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, that's something you can do on your own. You know, when you see these things, positive affirmations, gratitude, that's cognitive behavioral therapy. I know in my younger days, what I used to do, I've always been into self-help, is I would take my favorite affirmations, I would write them out on a piece of paper, and I would stick them to the sides of my mirror. So every morning as I was getting ready for work, I'm looking at the affirmations, I'm repeating the affirmations, and I would do this every morning, every morning. Cognitive behavioral therapy is something you can do completely on your own. Another thing you can do is acupuncture. Acupuncture, if you've gone through things that are too traumatic in this relationship that you can't even fathom words yet, honey, it's okay. It happens. It happens. But one of the things you can do is acupuncture. There's a form of acupuncture. Oh my God, I wish I remembered what it was called. I can't remember what it's called. I'm so sorry. They put the I don't want to call them needles, the pins, they put them like in your ear. And what it's supposed to do is it releases trauma, because acupuncture is all about your different pressure points. But acupuncture is actually something that is very affordable, because most community centers offer, like if you look in your area, most community centers have like a free drop-in for acupuncture. A lot of acupuncturists, I don't know what they're called. Is that what they're called? A lot of them will do like 1 day a week where it's only like $20 or $40. So that's another option for you. Acupuncture is amazing. I got 7 tips for you. And right now we're at tip number 5. Well, if you have a big heart, and I think most of you who've been in these toxic relationships, usually we're empaths. If you don't know what that is, comment or send me a DM and I can explain what an empath is. And so as hard as it may be, the best thing you can do for yourself when you're coming out of a toxic situation is have zero contact. No contact. Which is really hard for me because I have such a big heart and I want people to do well. I want to see them do well. I want to see them do happy. But unfortunately, somebody who doesn't realize their own demons, doesn't want to deal with their own demons, wants to continue dragging you through shit and draining all your energy, sadly, at the end of the day, that's not somebody who wants the best for you. So why do you want to keep contact with someone like that? Zero contact, babe. Zero contact. All right, tip number 6. Closure is something that I know a lot of people really struggle with. The last conversation I had was extremely negative. Therapy, my therapist suggested, and I'm gonna say this all to you because it's a tactic that I've actually seen a lot of people do, is write a letter write all your feelings in the letter, everything you feel about this relationship, like everything, all your energy, everything, anything and everything you want to write. Take it, burn it. Burn that freaking letter to the ground. There, you have closure. Never thought that I would feel like I did it thinking, okay, whatever. Sure, therapist, you have a master's degree, but what do you know? Okay, and then I did it and I was like, wow. It was a really empowering and a really good feeling. All right, we've made it to the very last tip. If you made it this far, you're the real MVP. So make sure you hit a like or a little heart on this video, because it's going on YouTube and on Instagram. It's going on both, okay? So make sure you like, you comment. Anyways, tip number 7, whenever you're feeling sad, whenever you're feeling down, whenever you're feeling basically a surge of any type of emotion, write. Journal, 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 journal. Like 10, I was writing like 5-10 times a day. And it doesn't even have to make sense because nobody's gonna freaking read it but you. I would hope. Just write whatever you feel. Like I feel happy because of this. I feel upset with myself because of this. I feel this, I feel that. And as soon as you write it out, I swear, like it feels like a release of emotions. It's just about getting those feelings out of you, getting them somewhere, you know? Does that make sense? Yeah, you get me? Okay. Those are my 7 top tips on how to heal from a toxic relationship, situationship, whatever you want to call it, ship. So yeah, if you like this video, like I said earlier, make sure you hit that like button, that heart button, comment. Feel free to leave me comments of any questions, anything. I always respond to comments and to DMs if you're watching this on Instagram. Feel free to share the video, share it to somebody who's going maybe through a situation, who's going through it or has just come out of it. And make sure to subscribe and follow your girl, because I'm trying to do videos. No, I'm going to do videos at the very least once every, and I hope you're out there slaying, crushing those goals. And I will see you guys and my ridiculous self in the next video. All right. Bye.